Okhódayapi. My name is Barry Hand. I'm the program director for Owámniyomni Okhódayapi. Pidamaya, thank you for joining us for this Lifeways video series. From traditional cooking to the role water plays in our everyday life to our traditional games and how they connect our generations from long ago to today. Continuing the legacy of our ancestors while honoring the land and traditions that sustain us. We hope you enjoy the video and carry these lessons forward in your own journey. Hello friends and relatives, my name is Barry Hand with Owámniyomni Okhódayapi, and this is my co-worker, Kahomy Weston. So today we're going to try to show you those steps so that you can learn how to dry sweet corn and later make corn soup in the cold winter months. One of the things that we want to remember when we're doing these lifeways is to stand up our language. Language is probably the single most important thing we can do as an act of resistance and as being good ancestors to our descendants. So traditionally, we didn't have electricity or refrigeration. Nobody did. So the preferred method for Dakota and Lakota people to preserve food was by the process of drying, using sunlight and air. The word for corn in the Dakota dialect, we say Wamanaheza. Wamanaheza.
First step is we're going to husk the corn, take off all the husk and the silks at the top and get it nice and clean.
These corn husks here, Wamanaheza ha, you can reuse these for a lot of things. You can make corn husk dolls out of these, and you can actually put like corn mash in there and boil and make little cornbreads out of this.
There's several different ways to dry corn. So for example, you can husk them and keep the husks on, and you can braid them and tie them up so that they hang and dry, and then shuck off the corns for storage. For today's video though, we are going to blanch them in water and then lay the kernels out to dry. So after we husk the corns and clean them off, then we're gonna blanch them for about 3 to 4 minutes in boiling water. Now that all the corn is blanched and cooled down a little bit, we are gonna use a spoon or a butter knife or something that's kind of flat, and then we are going to start taking the corn off of the cobs.
So this action here, we say gashku, is to take the corn off of the cob. Gashku the corn. So if I'm gonna do it, for me doing it, it's in Dakota we say badushku. Wamanaheza badushku, and in Lakota we say wagamiza badushku. So gashku is to take this off the corn cob, the kernel.
So there's 2 ways we can dry the corn now that it's all off of the cobs. And this is just a plain screen that is clean. And so you just spread it out. You want like one thin layer so that way the airflow can get through to it. And you can put this outside. You can dry it inside with a fan net, and then maybe twice a day, you just want to go in and like move them around. And then the other way, which is a more modern and faster way to do it, is with the dehydrator. And it's the same process. You want to put it on, spread it out, and depending on your dehydrator, it can take maybe just overnight. And then you'll have nice dried corn to use in the store.
When we dry the corn, that process of drying the corn, that is pusiapi. Pusia. When we have finished corn that is dried, because we're making sweet corn, it's called Waškuya. That's the name for finished dried sweet corn, Waškuya.
So now that we're all finished with the corn and it's dried, there's a few ways you can use it. The most popular way to use it is to put it into soups, where it will rehydrate and it gives off a really nice flavor. You can put it in stews, you can store it for the winter in a nice cool dry place, and you can also grind the corn into a flour and make wasna with it. Wopila Tanka for joining us and watching and learning with us as we demonstrated how to dry corn.